I don't know if it's my favorite game of the year yet, but I'll tell you something. I have been fully obsessed with Marvel's Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Insomniac made us a gift. Everybody that loves superheroes, loves this character, loves video games around superheroes, like myself. I'm basically describing myself. We've been in heaven playing this game. I've been playing the DLC, played the Heist, which kind of features Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, and her escapades with Spider-Man and what she's trying to do with these different mob bosses that are all across New York City. There's lots of chasing after Felicia, and there's lots of trying to figure out the backstory of Felicia and how her father might be interwoven into this mix. Lots of paintings to go and capture because the Black Cat name is kind of a family tradition, and I thought all of that stuff was fantastic. I just love the character of Black Cat as well. It did feel like we didn't get tons and tons of content. It was basically chasing Black Cat around and her getting away a little bit and then chasing her around a little bit more, taking out some of the mob goons and things like that and trying to stop some crimes and some robberies. You get a bunch of new base missions and you get a bunch of new crimes on the street that you have to stop, but for the most part, the DLC in the Heist is really just focused on your relationship with Black Cat and how that might be a bit tricky for your relationship with MJ, which might be a little bit complicated there as well. I thought the Heist was really cool, but it didn't thrill me as much as Turf Wars, which is the second bout of DLC, which is more focused on Hammerhead and his agenda to take out all of the other mob bosses and all of the other gangs that are in his territory. He's just trying to take them all down and make himself super powerful and become the boss of bosses kind of thing. So you've got to go on all these different missions and take out different gangsters. You're on the hunt of Hammerhead, and he's got a bunch of tough goons, and we've got a bunch of new Sable weaponry as well in there, so some pretty cool technology that you have to fight up against, especially these shield guys that also seem to have these rocket boots on them, and they come sliding at you. There is a ton of combat sequences over and over and over again, and I did start to feel the grind of the repetition, but mostly because I'm obsessed with this game, so I can't put it down. And these DLC chapters aren't enormously long, so you can actually finish them in a night or a night and a half, and that's what I did. I just was like obsessive about the Heist. I plowed through that. I played a bunch of it with my daughter, who has been exposed to the whole Spider-Man myth through this game, which is remarkable. I love that she has, because it's such a well-made experience, and she loved Black Cat. She just thought she was the coolest. And the Hammerhead stuff gets a little bit more violent, so my kid actually was like, I'm out, I don't want to see everybody shooting at each other, and the fights get a little bit more ferocious, the enemies amp up a little bit, and well, you know what, I'm not going to spoil too much. I enjoyed Turf Wars quite a bit. I think the gameplay is better in Turf Wars, but I like the story sequences, especially with Black Cat, a little bit more in the Heist. So far, I am all in on this DLC. I beat everything 100%, got to the end, and I'm still swinging around trying to figure everything out, see if there's anything else for me to do. I've got a new Game Plus started and presumably get more trophies for beating the game again on harder difficulties. So I may do that. It's been impossible for me to put this damn game down. There's still one more chapter of DLC to come out, and I can't wait for it. I am all in on Marvel's Spider-Man. I'm going to give The Heist, starring Black Cat, an 8.5 out of 10, and I'm going to give Turf Wars a 9 out of 10. They are good standalone DLC components, but the thing that these two DLC packs really instill in me is the desire for much, much more. Please give us more. Spider-Man, Insomniac. I'm having so much fun with this game.